The 2019 Ford Fusion S. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over all the standard equipment as well as optional equipment that's available on that S trim of the 2019 Ford Fusion. This is a very thorough video. I like to do these walk-arounds that go over all the standard equipment in different packages that are available, and I kind of talk about those. So that's kind of what this video is going to be like. And so check the timestamps down below if you're watching this on YouTube. I'll have the standard equipment, the different clips or timestamps as you might call it. As we go around the vehicle, we're going to start the front, the side, the back, and go inside, as well as a separate timestamp for the optional equipment. So definitely check for those. You can move around. Also have prices on the different packages down in the description as well as I'll have links to the other videos when we have those as well on the SE and the SEL in those videos, so do look for those down below. I really love the 2019 model year because it is the Fusion is one of the few vehicles that they're rolling out the new CoPilot 360 as standard equipment on their vehicles on all models. So this is going to be a great video. This is actually an SE, so you can tell by the wheels. But I don't have an S in stock, so we're going to do the SE. I'm going to follow it up with the SE video with the same vehicle. But I want to show you some of the differences as we go around it. Not a lot of differences between the S and the SE for standard equipment. So let's go ahead and dive right in and first talk about safety. Now, really, a lot of times here at Ford, we always get a little bit, we forget about all the safety features that are standard on these because some of these are not available on other vehicles and other brands. So I do want to point out and make sure we don't forget about the safety precautions that have been taken place by Ford with these vehicles. So now of course, first thing we want to talk about is protecting the occupants inside the vehicle. So let's talk about airbags for a second. The driver and front passenger are going to have dual stage airbag. That means it's going to deploy a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the steering wheel. There are sensors underneath those seats so the system knows that and can deploy the proper airbag if you have a front collision. Also, you're going to get a driver and front passenger knee airbag. So that's going to protect those knees from the dash getting pushed forward if you have that front collision. You're also going to get side impact airbags for the driver and front passenger. For those side collisions, it's going to deploy that airbag on the side of the seat to protect you from that side collision. Also, safety canopy airbag that's going to come down and protect the windows there for those occupants, not only in the front seats, but also the back seats back there too. So pretty well protected around the vehicle. This does have advanced track with electronic stability control, and advanced track really helps you keep you on your intended path. So it's going to use a series of brakes on the vehicle if you go into those turns a little too fast or maybe you're on a slick driving road. It's going to help you keep you on your intended path with that advanced track system, and it's also going to include traction control as well with that. Now, for here in the back, it does have child locks for these outside seats, so you want to make sure you put the kids in the back seat. They won't be able to open those doors if you turn those child lock settings on there. Also, you're going to have that latch system, that lower anchors and tethers for children, allows you to securely put those child booster seats securely into the back of it, locking those into place. So we know we do that with our grandson, so you definitely can protect them that way using that latch system in there, and that's going to, of course, be standard on these as well. So some great systems here that really protect you. Also, don't forget you're going to get from Microsoft Sync the 911 Assist with that system. That's going to help you a little bit different than OnStar. You're going to be able to call 911 directly if you have your phone connected to the vehicle. So that way you can make sure if you had an accident, you're going to have that. Also, speaking of accidents, if you are in an accident, it will have the SOS post-crash alert system that's going to honk the horns and flash the lights if you're off the road in an accident. So some great safety features that are going to be standard on all your Fusions. One I almost forgot about, I consider a safety feature, and that's an electronic power assist steering. And the reason I consider it a safety feature is that, it makes it a little bit easier when you're driving in parking lots. You're going to be able to turn that steering wheel so much easier, but when you're on the highway, it kind of stiffens it up so that wind doesn't push you from side to side when you're driving down the highway. Now, as we move to the front, one of the things I want to kind of continue with the safety and talk about this CoPilot 360 that is now standard equipment on all your Fusions. One of only 3 vehicles for the 2019 model year that is going to be standard on every vehicle. And this is just great that Ford is doing that. They're going to roll it out on all their new vehicles as we see them go through redesigns and such on the different vehicles. So CoPilot 360, let me cover it. It covers 5 features that I feel are some nice safety features. And one of them is going to be automatic high beams, auto high beams. So you can have those, you can actually deactivate and activate that in the settings screen. But what it's going to do is if you're coming down the highway, of course, there's nobody in front of you, it's dark, it's going to turn those high beams on so you can see the road a little bit better. If somebody approaches you or if you're in town with the city lights, it's going to shut that off. So the auto high beams is part of that. Also, you're going to have the pre-collision assist. Now this also includes pedestrian detection for this system, as well as your forward collision warning and emergency braking. So that's a great system to help you avoid any kind of accidents as you're driving down the road. So if somebody stopped in front of you and you're not hitting your brake, it's going to alert you with the set of lights on the dash that you're going to see from on the windshield, I should say. And a series of tones that the person in front of you has stopped. You need to hit your brakes, and if you don't, it will actually initiate automatic emergency braking system for you. So a great system that they're rolling out on as part of this package there too. Lane keeping system. This is great. So it's not just an alert. It is a driver alert. So if you happen to leave your lane, take your hands off the steering wheel, it's going to alert you. Also, it is a lane departure alert. So you can set it up in the settings to either alert you or aid you or both. And the aid actually will help you keep you in your lane. So use torque vectoring. If you get too close to those lines and it detects that, it'll bump you and keep you within your lane. So it's a great assistance. I would recommend that you don't just count on it, because it does have to see those lines. So if you're on a road where those lines are a little bit faded, it may not recognize that, and you may wander over and it may not keep you in your lane. So that is going to be standard equipment on even an S trim, which is just fabulous. Also, the BLIS system, the blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So the way that works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path from behind you, it's going to put a light on the mirror from the side they're coming from, puts a message on the dash telling you if they're coming from the left or the right, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. I've told people before, I love this system. I have it on my vehicles, and I think it's just a great lifesaver. Also, as part of this CoPilot 360, the last feature is the rear view camera. So you're going to be able to see as you're backing up. It does not come with a reverse sensing system. That is going to be standard equipment on the SE, but it is not available on the S trim. So keep that in mind. So as you're backing up, you're not going to get the sensors to alert you of that. So great CoPilot 360 standard equipment on all these. Let's talk about the front design now. It does have a really nice grille up here. So it's going to be a chrome grille with a chrome surround. Also, you're going to see body colored bumpers up here and molded in right down in there. Also, it's going to come with your automatic headlights. They're a halogen headlight, so automatic comes on when it gets dark. Great feature to have for you, so you can set that up that way with that auto setting in there. So that's going to be standard as well on it. The engine that's in it is going to be the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, the only engine available on the S trim. 175 horsepower, 175 pound-feet of torque. So pretty comparable engine for your Fusions. For fuel economy in the city, it's going to get you 21 miles per gallon. On the highway, it's going to get you 31 miles per gallon. And only available in front-wheel drive for your S trim. If you're looking for all-wheel drive or that EcoBoost engine, you're going to want to go up to the SE. Now, as I come around to the side, again, this is where you're going to see the difference between the S and the SE, and that is the wheel. So the standard wheel on your S trim is going to be a 16-inch steel wheel with the silver painted wheel cover. So you're going to get a clip off of Ford's website exactly what that looks like. So it's still a pretty good look to it, and that's going to be the big difference between the S and the SE. Standard on all your S's is going to be your rain sensing wipers, and this has always been a kind of a luxury feature in the past. Rain sensing wipers are going to be standard equipment. If you have your wiper setting on one of those auto settings, the intermittent settings is what they will be on this system. It's going to go ahead and automatically turn those wipers on and wipe your windshield. So if it's starting to rain, and what I really love about this is when that rain changes speed on you while you're driving down the highway, it's going to adjust accordingly. So as it starts to rain a little bit harder, it's going to wipe a little faster. So a great system to use. It'll kind of freak you out the first time, maybe even in the morning when there's dew on your windshield and you get in and start it up and they just come on you and wipe that off. But a great system that's going to be standard equipment even on your S trim. Let's talk about the mirrors. Body colored mirror cap. Also does have your power mirror, so you can adjust that with the settings inside on the door there and adjust those mirrors left and the right mirror for you. And then don't forget about the BLIS system. We already talked about that blind spot information system. You're going to see the light in the corner of that mirror when someone is in your blind spot. Body colored door handles here as well. Standard equipment on your S. And your bright molding here on the underneath the windows along that trim. That is going to be standard equipment even on your S trim there. And then I like even for 2019 the body colored molding on the bottom underneath the doors. In past years on the S trim, you've seen it being that the molded in black. It's going to be body colored on this, and I can't remember from 2018 versus 19, but that's really nice because I know in the last couple of years it's been the black molded in down there, so now it's going to be body colored down there. Also, you're going to have the Easy Fuel capless door. And we've had this for years, but it is a nice convenience feature. I like to kind of mention it, especially on the S trim, where you have no cap to worry about. So it's capless. You just open the door, put the nozzle in, fill your vehicle up, and then take it out and just shut the door. So real nice system. They've had out for years. It's a great system. That is something that the size is only will fit for your typical fuel pump. If you have a really gas can you need to fill it up, you're going to need to use the funnel that is usually located in the trunk. Now, as I move to the back, one of the first things we want to talk about is the center high mounted stoplight up here. It is going to be LED for you. Also, you're going to have rear defrost back here, and you're going to have LED tail lights up here. So halogen on the front, but LEDs on the back. So the LEDs are so much brighter, so that way they can tell that you're wanting to stop. And I love the applique back here as well that looks real sharp. I believe that's the same applique on the S. Again, we don't have any in stock yet, but real nice to look back here. Hopefully it is the same trim on there. I think it is. And then back here, you're going to see your rear view cameras we mentioned, so you can be able to see behind you as you're backing up. Now, this is an SE again, so you're going to see the SE badge, but one of the differences is that the reverse sensing system is only going to be optional on your S if you get it as a fleet vehicle. So if you're ordering from a company or something, you have a fleet company, or sometimes companies will be able to order that as optional equipment. That is the only way you're going to be able to get reverse sensing on your S. Otherwise, as a retail purchase, it is not available as even optional equipment. And then back here, the molded in black under there, that kind of protects it from the back. So the front and the sides do get body colored on the bottom part of that, but the back you're going to see more rocks or more things kicked up, and that way it protects it, because otherwise it might chip up the back of that paint back there. Let's go ahead and open up the trunk. You can do that if the vehicle's unlocked by pressing the button right underneath the Ford emblem there. And also on your key fob, you're going to be able to just release that hood as well, or the trunk I should say, using the remote too. So I have a remote release for that. In here you're going to see the trunk is the same as 2018, so it is going to be carpeted throughout in here. 60-40 split bench seat for the rear seat, so that way you can lay that seat down if you need a little extra cargo room, which comes in real handy. You have to pull the levers inside the seats on the top part of the seat, so you'd have to open the back doors to get to that, but you're able to do that in here. And then also we'll go ahead and talk about this, because we put carpeted mats in the trunk so that way they won't get dirty for the owner that buys the vehicle. But carpeted mats are going to be standard equipment even on your S for the front footwells, not the back, but for the front. So that's going to be standard equipment for you as well. So pretty good equipment here, even on the back of the vehicle. Now moving to the interior, now there are some differences between the S and the SE, and this being the SE, I kind of feel bad that I don't have an S in stock, but I do want to get this video out there so you know the equipment. So I will probably pull some clips from Ford's website. You can go to Ford.com and really build your vehicle just the way you want, and they have some really good visual clips on what that looks like on it. So I'm going to use some of those clips for it. Ford really encourages us to do that, so you're going to see that. The big difference in the look on the vehicle too is going to be the different trims on the center stack. That's what we call this right here, as well as on your doors and above your dash. That is going to be black on your S model. Should be, it actually doesn't mention in the order guide, but in the past years, that's going to be your black. And when you go up to the SE, that's where you get the upgrades for the nicer interior. So you're going to see that even on the steering wheel as well. So now you're also going to get your ebony environment. Is the only environment that's available. And when we talk about environment, we're talking about across the dash, on the lower parts of the doors as well. Even the carpet is going to be black, as well as your molded in your sill plates, as well as you get in the vehicle and on across the doors as well. That's going to be all ebony interior. Your seats, the only seating color you can get is a medium light stone seats for the S model. If you're wanting ebony, you're going to want to go up to the SE for that. So that is going to be the configuration there. Now let's talk about the seats. They are going to be cloth seating surfaces, similar to what you're seeing with these. So I'm going to give you a clip of those as well. I don't think it's a major upgrade when you go for the SE in the design on the seat. I will get manual adjustment for the driver and front passenger. So the driver will get not only forward, back, and the recline, but also a height adjustment to go up and down. And it's going to get manual the manual lumbar too. And the passenger over there is going to get an adjustment manually for forward and back, as well as a manual backrest. So all manual for these. You do not get a power seat option, even as optional equipment with this vehicle. So you'll need to go up to the SE if you're looking for power seats. Back seat, seats 3 back there, pretty comfortably. You do have the same inserts on those 2 outside seats as well, and you're going to also get a power point behind the center console back here to be able to power devices using those different power point adapters, I should say. Here on the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for the front as well as the rear windows, which means you just press it and release, and it's going to automatically roll the window down. So you don't have to hold the window switch. Comes in real handy when you're in those drive-throughs, rolling the window down there for you. Also, you're going to get a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. So you just pull this lever over here. It's going to go up and down, forward and back for you. So that comes in real handy. Adjust that seat that you need to, and then adjust the steering wheel according to your arm length there. And then you're going to have your cruise control on the left side of the steering wheel, and on the right side you're going to have Bluetooth controls, and you're going to have audio controls, even on your S trim. The 2 D-pads will control the 2 screens that we've seen some of that already. The one on the left of the speedometer is going to control all your settings over there, and that's going to be controlled with the left one. The right one over here will control your Microsoft Sync information on the right side, so that way you don't have to move your eyes over here. You can see everything right here, and that's going to be very convenient for you to keep your hands on the steering wheel there. Push button start will be standard equipment even on your S trim, which is a really nice upgrade for you. Your climate control is an electronic single zone climate control for you. This is one of the big differences when you go from the S to the SE, so that's why I'm going to give you some clips off of Ford's website, what that looks like. You will get heat and AC ducts underneath these front seats for those in the back, so they can stay warm and cool in the summertime there. And then your screen is going to be a 4-inch screen here in the center stack. That's going to be where you can see your audio controls in there, your AM, FM audio, no CD player. You will be able to Bluetooth and be able to use some other systems to be able to play audio. And that's what they're finding. A lot of people aren't using CDs as much anymore, so they're not making CD as standard equipment on your S trim. And then the backup camera is going to come in that 4-inch screen there in the middle for you. And we're going to talk about some upgrades for this audio system as standard equipment, which is really cool because even in the past on the S, you really didn't have a lot of optional equipment. There's one nice package that's going to be available even on the S trim for you. Then over here on the mirror, you do have auto dimming rear view mirror, standard equipment even on the S. There's some Continentals that don't get standard auto dimming rear view mirror. It's just going to dim that mirror if those cars want to come up behind you with those bright lights. A very nice convenience feature for you there. In this media hub down here, you will have a PowerPoint, and you're going to have 1 USB port. You're seeing 2 in this this video clip because this is the upgraded sync technology that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. So you'll have 1 down there, so you can connect those Bluetooth devices. Another way you can stream music through the audio sound system, if you have that music on your phone, or maybe even Amazon, or maybe even your Apple and your iTunes, you can be able to play that music through the USB port with this Microsoft Sync system. So that's why they're going away from the CD player. You also do get a center console here too with a padded armrest. And then don't forget about the shifter. They've had that for several years now. You're going to have the dial shifter here for you as well with your electronic brake control right there too. So real nice equipment that's standard on all these. Now we're going to talk about a package that is available now on the S that I think will really be a game changer for you. You may be able to get this S trim with this other optional equipment, and I think you'll really like it. Now we're going to talk about an optional package that is available for you on the S trim, which is first time we've seen that in the last couple years. And this is called the Ford CoPilot 360 Assist that is available for your S trim. Now here's some of the big things it gets. Because it's going to need some of the technology, the center stack is going to get upgraded to what you're seeing with this SE. So you will get the Sync 3 screen with the 8-inch touchscreen. It's going to come with the Android Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. With that, it's going to upgrade from 1 USB port to 2 smart USB ports down there in the media hub. Also going to give you a Sirius XM traffic and travel length as well. Does not give you Sirius satellite radio, so keep that in mind. But that camera will now come in that full 8-inch screen on this. Now that you'll have that. Also gets upgraded to the dual zone auto climate control too. So it takes it from electronic single zone to these dual zone like you're seeing with this one, having that with the auto temperature control there too. It's going to also upgrade your vents as well. So now you're going to, this back console, not only going to have the ducts underneath the seat, but you're going to also have the ones behind the console here too, to keep you cool. So there are 2 vents back there for them. That's going to be a big upgrade for you as well. And because of the Sync 3, because part of the CoPilot 360 is getting you navigation. So you're going to now get upgraded not only with the Sync 3 system with the touch screen where you can make and receive phone calls, you're going to also get the navigation with the pinch and zoom capabilities now as part of this package. And then earlier I mentioned it because this vehicle has it on there. You are only going to get one 4-inch screen here on the instrument, the productivity screen. I mentioned the second one. That second one is what you get when you have the Sync 3 screen. So I want to kind of correct that in my video right now. So that's what you're going to get, that when you get upgraded with this one. So a little correction there in the video. But also the other feature that comes with this CoPilot 360 Assist is going to be the adaptive cruise control with the stop and go feature. So this is great. Again, adaptive cruise control, when you're driving along, if the person in front of you is going slower than you, it's going to slow you down to go their speed until you pass them, and it's going to speed you back up. You can adjust the gap using the controls there on your climate control or on your cruise control there on the steering wheel, and adjust that gap, how soon you want to be slowed down. I do recommend that one of the smaller 2, just because when you go further back, you're going to have to change your lane a lot sooner. But love that. The stop and go means that even if they come to a complete stop, you will too. So you don't have to hit your brakes. So it's a little scary because you don't think it's going to do that, but it will slow you down to go their speed even if they come to a complete stop. If they take off, you're going to start resuming as well without having to hit your brakes. So this is a great package that is now available on your S trim for the 2019 model year. So I think you're going to really like that. Now there are a couple other standalone options you can get as available on your S trim. One of those is going to be the front tag, license plate tag bracket up there. Now that is going to be standard equipment on those states that require a front tag. Kansas that does not, it will be optional equipment for you, but it is a no charge option either way. So that is going to be available as optional equipment, again standard in some of those states that require a front tag. Also engine block heater. So if you're in a cold weather climate, a lot of the time the engine block heater will be a great thing for you to add to the vehicle. That is going to also be optional equipment for you. So those are all the optional equipment. There are some different accessories that aren't showing up on the order guide as optional equipment, even as accessories, but would be available for you. I know on Fleet it's available to get some floor liners as well as a trunk mat. So those are some things you might think about. I'm not going to include those in this in the description down below for the different optional equipment because it is not mentioned in the order guide. I strictly stay to the order guide on what I cover on this video. So that's some other things that I'll be able to keep in mind. If you're wanting some other optional equipment, you're going to want to make sure you look at that, watch that SE video to see what the different upgrades are there for you, because there are some different optional equipment you can get on the SE. So we have come to the conclusion of our video of the standard as well as optional equipment on that S trim of the 2019 Ford Fusion. Don't forget about the warranties. 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty and roadside assistance. So that is going to be available as well. If you want to check out our inventory, you can go to our website, McArthur.com. There in each one of our vehicles, you can check for availability, schedule test drive, you can see pictures, as well as a VR experience in all of our videos or all of our vehicles as well. It's an outside as well as an inside perspective. You can spin the car around, look inside just like you're sitting there and see what each one of our vehicles look like. You can also pull up this window sticker as well. There's a link right below the pictures. Click on that, the window sticker link, and you can see what was equipped, how this each vehicle was equipped with the color at the top, your standard equipment, optional equipment as well right under there, as well as the pricing and different things. So that you can pull that up and see those window stickers. Ford is one of the few companies that actually have the window stickers available on the websites like that. So definitely check that out for you as well. So if you have any questions, don't forget you can check out our great internet price as well on there. And if you want to get something out of our inventory, or maybe you want to order something specifically the way you want it, we have a lot of people that watch this video that want that done. You can reach out to us. You can call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031, or you can also call us toll free, 1-800-874-6316, and we're here to help you any way that's possible. So I hope you got a lot of this video. It's a very informative video, again, as I mentioned, but I think you'll really like it. I enjoyed putting it together, so I hope you enjoyed it as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the part of the video where I talk about the free shipping. So what we like to do for all of our viewers that watch this, if they watch this video on YouTube, we're willing to do free shipping on any one of our new vehicles or used vehicles right to your door. So within the 48 states, of course, outside of Alaska and Hawaii, and outside of Canada, of course, but we're able to ship this right to your door for free. So that's something we like to include for you. So just make sure when you give us a call that you saw this video on YouTube and you're interested in getting a vehicle from us, and get that free shipping for you. And that's something we like to do. We do require you finance a vehicle with us because it is not free to us, but we don't want to incur that cost onto you. But if you finance with us, we'll get enough back from the lenders to be able to cover a lot of that cost for us and allow us to do that. So it's just a great way for us to help people out. We've had a lot of people comment on our videos that, man, we wish you guys were closer to me. I'd buy from you. So we've just kind of thrown that out there as a possibility for you to just have this vehicle shipped right to you. Buy from a dealership that knows their product like we do, based on these videos you're seeing. And I think you'll really appreciate just the experience you're going to get from us as well. So you can do everything by email, FedEx, phone call, and then even have the vehicle shipped right to your door. So a great way to buy a vehicle. So definitely take advantage of that. You can go to our website, again, lawmcarthur.com, and see our inventory. If you want to order something, we can do that as well. Get the same great internet price. And you are going to get internet price. You will not get by buying it sticker. You'll be buying it still at our internet price and still getting free shipping. And a lot of our Fusions are invoice minus rebate. So definitely check that out and see what kind of deal you can get from us here at Law McArthur. So if you want to do that, you can call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031 or toll free 1-800-874-6316. If this is the first time watching one of our videos, hit that red subscribe button down there. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll also get notified every time we have a new video uploaded to our channel. And if this is if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. It lets other people know it's a great video they need to watch and really helps out the video as well as the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. So again, thanks for watching this video. If you want to reach out to me personally, you can find me on Facebook or on Twitter. I'm at Tim Bartz. You'll catch me there. So go ahead and add me as well and communicate. I have a passion for talking about Ford and Lincoln products. That's why I do these videos, even though they take so much time, because I really like this product. I like people to be educated as well. So it's really not about selling a vehicle for us here at Law McArthur. We are in the business to sell cars, but we also are in business to help people out too. So if you have questions, if you want to know, hey, you know, about this equipment or that package, put them down in the comments down below or reach out to me on social media. That's what I'm here for, and I love helping out the community. Even if you don't buy a vehicle from us, I'll still answer any of your questions, and that's not why I'm doing this. So definitely reach out to me. I love talking to the community and the people that follow us here on YouTube. So again, thanks for watching this video. Until the next one, we'll see you later.